2019 featuring our fall winter collection. My name is Vince Velasco. I'll be your host for today. We're in for a very exciting treat. We have some very special guest speakers and of course we have some stuff to unveil later on today. So let's jump straight into it. Designed to make your life better, comfortably and stylish, UNIQLO has designed and shown its dedication to create continuously evolve lifewear apparel that is innovative, high quality, and made to provide ultimate comfort for everyone, everywhere. Welcome on stage, UNIQLO Philippines Marketing Head, Camille Passes.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you once again for joining us here in Mall of Asia. So as you can see, we have our large store here in Mall of Asia. So after this event, we would like to invite you to visit our store to see the fall-winter collection. And of course, we sincerely appreciate all the support that we get from our friends, from the media, from our customers since we started our operations in 2012. For the opportunity that you give us to do this for you every day. Thanks once again and enjoy the rest of the day.
So, with New Year's fashion styling experience, rather, she has established herself as one of the most sought-after fashion stylists in Manila. A former fashion editor for Chalk magazine, Marie Claire Philippines, and L'Officiel Manila, she has worked with A-list celebrities, high-profile fashion, beauty, and lifestyle brands, and top publications. She has also taught fashion styling in Sofa Design Institute Manila and studied fashion promotion in Instituto Marangoni in Milan. A short course on image consulting in New York's Fashion Institute of Technology. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please welcome Bam Quiñones. Hey.
Hi guys!
I almost ran out of breath there with all your
Why is that?
No, I think it's very good that we actually talk about all these things because you are an expert, you've really worked hard in this field.
Thank
It's
you.
nice to really acknowledge all of these things.
3 cold weather destinations. So I'm coming down because I can't really see the monitor. So next slide please. So I was there in 2013 and it's a very special place to go to if you're thinking of actually, going on an adventure, like a super duper adventurous trip. It was late fall. It was in down Parca, which I think, next slide please. I also wore in some of the different spots. So as you can see, I have it in all the spots in, I was wearing it in all the spots in Iceland. So a little funny story about that. Before I left Manila, I did not know how to pack for a super cold.
You don't know what you're going to prepare for when you're over there. Is it a trial and error thing? How do you think about the trip?
Well, basically, what happened to me was I overpacked because I didn't know. I was just like, you know what, I'm going to layer a lot of things. Obviously, I bought a few heat-tech turtleneck sweaters, leggings. I bought that parka. I got their jeans as well, the heat-tech jeans. But also, I wasn't sure if that would suffice. So then my stopover was Paris, and then I bought more stuff there. I got like a really massive puffer from like a really high-end brand. And so I went there with my suitcase packed to the brim with so much stuff. And then I ended up just wearing one parka because that was the only parka that like worked with the cold. So a tip when it's super cold like that is so as you can see, the temperature in late fall is at the negative single-digit Celsius to 3 degrees. So it's really, really cold. Next slide, please. One very simple styling formula that I think is guaranteed that works in this kind of cold weather is this. So you have your heat tech ultra warm turtleneck and leggings, so you use that as your base. So where the is a place where I think most Filipinos have started to really go to and keep going back in the last few years. I've been there a few times. Next slide, please. So obviously this is Japan. This is the Inari Shrine. Next slide, please. So we went. That's me wearing my UNIQLO turtleneck shirt. This was in spring of 2018, and Japan in the spring during the sakura season is the most beautiful thing you'll ever see. So a lot of people go there, but I like to go there just right after that when it's still beautiful. You still see a lot of the cherry blossoms, but none of the crowds. So we went there last year. Next slide, please. The temperature during that time in spring was 15 degrees to 23 degrees. So it's cold, crisp cold during the evenings, but during the day it's pretty sunny. But then there are certain areas or spots where it's not really chilly, but like windy. So you kind of need to be prepared with, with either a layer on or a heat tech turtleneck to wear under a shirt. So yeah, you don't want that to be a hindrance to any possible relationship in our connections with people. So I think, like what Tom Ford said, dressing up, looking good is a form of good manners. So I always think about dressing up good, well, or even my best, as long as it's comfortable. At the end of the day, if it's not comfortable, you're gonna look fidgety and people know it's not comfortable. You'll feel it.
I had to ask because we're looking through all the photos from Iceland, Japan, and then now Georgia. All your outfits really match. Now, what do you style, Pam?
So we were saying earlier that it gets really, really cold and you want to be able to secure your whole outfit so that the cold does not penetrate into it. It's a place I want to go to. So it's like that.
Well, you can get tips from her also.
Yeah,
So she makes her way.
You're gonna look so good wearing it.
For people who are taking steps backward, making their way to the store, we'd like to ask you to please stick around all the way till the end. We have a few more styling tips and of course
A darker tone like this, which is maroon or burgundy, but also we're trying to go for a look that is tone on tone because it's a really good way to elongate an entire look. So tone and tone does not break lines. So the idea is it's like one invisible line that's just endless. So when the colors all match from the same color palette, we actually look longer, taller.
you take into consideration the fact that it's going to be
Any body frame easily, right? So I was telling her, so on a casual day she can do that. Wear a scarf, like such.
she can wear the scarf, of course, with the double face hooded coat.
Yes.
So it goes well, especially the colors of the tones, especially how they.
Sneakers, boots, or even like flat shoes, like anything that, something like that. I think it's also one of the tricks in traveling, packing for travel. Like get pieces that are casual enough for you to be able to wear easily, but polished enough for you to look put together.
So with this, are you going?
Our third winner, end of the month. Yes.
Where specifically are you going? Osaka. Okay, so these are her tones now. These are her looks. It's
Yes.
very different from the other two.
Yes, exactly. So this will be, so at the time it's the same temperature, but she's going to a city and it's more southern, and we were talking about it earlier, asking her, her preferences, and she's game for color, and I said, why not? Let's do something like that, but I also felt like she's casual, so we're wearing these jeans, actually we're wearing the same jeans. These are the curved jeans. So as you can see, it's a really nice shape. It's cool, very cool and relaxed, but at the same time has a really nice silhouette to it. So she's wearing that now. Her base heat tech is this heat tech scoop down.
Actually, aren't just a reflection of Pam's personal choices, but also a reflection of the personalities of each of the winners. So again, Daniela over here is going.
So it's a very cute silhouette. So the jacket itself is a very oversized silhouette, which is beautiful as is. Excuse me.
So with these types of
because you're gonna hate yourself after. You're gonna be the one lugging that luggage around. Number two, think when you pack, think of smart clothing as your best friend. So go for heat tech when it's cold. Go for to be able to know what smart clothing to wear. Obviously, you have to research the climate, the weather. That's something that's so important. AccuWeather, we were just talking about it earlier, is a place where I look at all the time. I also make sure I have a carry-on with me I pack all my clothes in my checked-in luggage, but I make sure my has enough essentials for me to last me for a few days in case my luggage gets lost. I'm saying that because I've been in an experience where a lot of my friends who were traveling with me lost their luggage, and it was such a problematic experience. So basically, for carry-on essentials, make sure you have miniature cosmetics bag that has all your essentials for hair, body, and skin. A universal charger because we all need to charge our gadgets and we need our mobile phones. Sneakers because they're the most comfortable footwear to wear when traveling. A power bank because we all need to charge just in case we're on the move.
Thank you so much.
What a cute baby.
Yeah, we were so distracted earlier. All we were doing is playing.
I know. I wish I could have brought him here. Kaya lang wala. Natulog na. Finally, he's asleep.
So how is Philip doing also? He's a new older brother now. How are things in
Oh, he's doing very well. He loves being a kuya. And I think it worked out well. Even if I wanted another kid like earlier, like when he was just 2 years old, gusto ko na ng isa pa. But I think it's working out well for us that he's 5. So I've got a really good helper with me. I don't have like another kid that I have to, of course he's still a kid and you have to. Thing is a bad weather. The only thing that makes it bad is when you're not prepared. So if you don't know what you're expecting. So we live in a tropical country, pretty much it's the same all year round. Then you bring them to something like Japan and they're shocked. Like, why is this too cold, right? So if they're not properly clothed, ang binibigay mo na experience sa kanya is a really negative experience, and that might affect the way he views travel all his life, right? So you don't want to give him that kind of experience and you can do that by preparing him. So preparing him physically, emotionally, mentally, lahat yon. Parang sinaside mo siya na we're going to this place, what does this place have, and also how he's properly clothed. So especially important when it's winter and when it's a wet kind of winter. Iba pa yun. May winter kasi na dry. Merong winter na ang basa. So paano yung mga anak mo kung hindi sila prepared? Nasa-shock sila na parang, why am I so wet? Why am I so exposed? So first things first, check the weather and prepare for it so you don't give your kids a very bad experience. Second is pack clothes and accessories that are appropriate for children and their developmental